So once again, honestly I can't believe this, but once again, Cliff Park breaks me. But this morning broke me. This place destroys. So this is like the third start to this vlog today. Whew, eventful start to the day. So this is day 5 of the week of Lou. Hello, we're back for day 5 of the week of Lou. I am all over the map. I was doing so well with keeping calm the last couple days too, but this morning broke me. So I'm at Cliff Park. This is the same park my first post was at. I came up here hoping to do Hackers Falls, which is on the other side of the park. Very lovely waterfall. I'm still going to head there. But on the way up, I did notice some really great clouds. So I decided to trek up to the top of the ridge. The same exact spot I was in the first vlog. I raced up the hill and it was really a gorgeous scene, but I was stuck. I did not know how to proceed. I wanted to take a time lapse, so I had the time lapse set up, but then the sun started to change and look awesome and have this ribbon of light across the ridge across the Delaware. And I know my time lapses are mediocre at best, and I don't have the right software to really edit the video like I would for a still photo. So I quickly decided that let me take the GoPro out and try a time lapse with the GoPro simultaneously. But I don't have a tripod for the GoPro. So I'm sitting there with my selfie stick propped up against my gut with the GoPro sticking out the other end trying to capture time lapse. And then I started to think, boy, this is a mistake. So with the other hand, I take out my cell phone. And I've got my cell phone taking a picture of my GoPro propped on my gut, which is also taking a picture of my tripod and Sony camera, which is taking a time lapse of the countryside. Plus, I'm pretty sure I put my bag down on some type of tick nest. I had several of them on me that I had to pick apart. At one point, I'm just wandering around the cliff ledge, getting a little close and a little wobbly towards the drop-off point. So I'm not sure what to make it today. Hopefully something came out. At one point I even ditched the tripod and I'm just zooming around trying to take things handheld. I lose my mind at times. It's so beautiful. Look, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So you probably can't see with the GoPro, but the whole time there's these wonderful like ribbons of light. You might not be able to see that. That really look amazing. But my time lapse would not do that justice. Hence the handheld and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna walk along the ridge line. I'm going to check for ticks regularly. Maybe it wasn't a nest. Maybe they just happen to be really out in force at the moment. And see where we go. My goal is to make it to Hackers Falls. Overall, it's a 7-mile hike. I'm about a half a mile into it. Let's see what happens. One other item I forgot to mention. If you remember that first post, or that first video, I ran into a section of trail that was closed off due to peregrine falcon nesting. At the time, even in the video, I said, this doesn't make much sense. You would think the nesting would be done by now. And sure enough, it was. I contacted the deputy ranger, you know, maybe 5 days after that post. And they said, yep, that trail is open. That sign should have been taken down. So I will at least try to hit that spot as well. On a more positive side, I think I did capture a really poor video, but video of a falcon flying around. I'll try to put that up now if it came out well. Very cool moment. And generally, I did at least take a few minutes to appreciate the moment and not freak out about the photography. Tree I couldn't find that one day. So once again, honestly I can't believe this, but once again, Cliff Park breaks me. I came upon this scene and wanted to see if I could blur the clouds and have a nice cool effect with the clouds almost coming out of the ridge behind me. And lo and behold, I go to get my neutral density filter. They're all at home. So my filter pack, well, I assume it is at home, and I assume I didn't leave it somewhere yesterday, which is entirely possible, which would really upset me, obviously. That's a new worry now. So anyway, I'm assuming my filter pack is at home and not on the side of a hill somewhere. So I can't blur the clouds, but that also means I can't blur the waterfall at Hackers Falls. So this place is just, it does not work well for me. So what I'm settling on right now is another time lapse. I'll let this one play out. I almost am tempted to go back while my camera's here at the edge of the cliff, to go back to my original spot to see if I left my filter pouch there. But honestly, with my luck, the camera would fall off the edge by the time I got back here. It is a bit windy. So, I don't know what to say. Disappointment in Cliff Park. I was all ready for a title of Redemption at Cliff Park, but now I can't use that because it's breaking me again. And within, I don't know, 90 seconds of turning off the GoPro, somehow I find my Sony camera battery is exhausted. I've been out here for maybe an hour. This place destroys me. So I think there's no way I'm going home. I will not give in to defeat. So I'm just gonna book it over to Hackers Falls, see if I can take some really, really, really fast shutter speeds to slow the water motion. Not worry about a blur, but really try to get something fast. And then we'll see what we can do from there. But very, very interesting day so far. It's been a challenge. Not a bad view. Not a bad view. So I think that went fairly well. Might have been a little messy. I always say that, but there's always something that is right in the foreground. You know, little grass or a little small trees, you know, sproutlings that can really mess up the foreground. That's the only thing that was wrong there. Otherwise, it was a really awesome scene. I'm glad I came. So let's see, what do I know about Cliff Park? Not much. I know it's part of the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. I know up on this ridge, adjacent to it, maybe 2 miles, to the east from here. No, less. A mile maybe to the east from here. There is a golf course that butts up right against the park boundary, so when you are hiking, you can see hole 9, I believe, if I recall. I know this used to be used as a stand-in. It may have been old silent films, or it may have been 1930s films, probably 30s films. The bluffs up here that we were just at, they used to film movies, and that would be a stand-in for the Old West. How that worked with all the green, I'm not quite sure. But they did it. Black and white, that's how. Can't tell it's green. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got Raymondskill Falls, the same stream or river, the Raymondskill River that flows through this park, has Hackers Falls on it, and then it flows to Raymondskill Falls, and then, if I recall, the same falls also, or the same river also flows into Dingman's Falls.
For the bats in the belfry and the fairies on Main Street, for the deadbeat daddies and the boulevard freaks, for the little.
So as always, just a public service announcement. The area of northern New Jersey and southern New York State is really wonderful. There are so many places to get out and explore. Try it. It's great. And again, this area is well maintained, well marked, easily hiked. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you feel like doing so, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to know how far you make it through one of these videos. Some of these are 20 minutes long, and honestly I can't imagine people watching this for 20 minutes. So at what point do you tune out, and at what point do you feel more engaged? What kind of content do you like? Leave a comment, I'd love to see it.
To the weekend tweakers, the blonde and the blind.
So the ultimate question is, did I redeem myself at Cliff Park? I tend to think I did not. At one point in time, I took 45 photos in about 18 minutes, not to mention multiple videos and multiple attempts at a time lapse. Overall, I took well over 100 photos on the day, and that's just not the sign of a confident photographer at all. And the few select photos that I did like, they kind of felt more like luck than it did any type of skill. So redemption was not granted, but I'm still happy that I went, and still happy that I was able to find some success. Technically speaking, the largest issue for me was with dynamic range. All too often, the clouds in the sky were blown out with the wrong exposure, where the foreground was too dark, and that really, I struggled with the editing process in Darktable. In fact, I think my favorite photo of the day came out of my Pixel 2 cell phone that just had such great warm tones that no matter what I tried, I could not duplicate in Darktable using my Sony camera. So overall, a good day, but did not redeem myself, and I will have to go back yet again to Cliff Park and see what I can do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Get out and explore.